Hello, welcome to my channel. I am Maricita Colors in English. Today we are in a chat live. I want to show you how you can make the rib stitch, punto elástico en español. Look, this is the rib stitch. Is one knit stitch and one purl stitch. Look, the purl stitch is like a canot, and the knit stitch is plano. It's more, we say in Spanish, plano. I will show you a little how is the knit stitch. The knit stitch in knitting is the rib stitch. Sorry, the rib stitch is one knit and one purl stitch, and we repeat. The special from the rib stitch is that it's a little elastic. For this we use for the waistband. Now I will make one knit stitch. We insert into the stitch the yarn, come in the center of the two needles. Look, this is the new stitch, the yarn. So we back the needle, and now this is the new stitch, and this goes out. This is the knit stitch. To make the purl stitch, punto revés en español, we bring the yarn in the front, on the front, and from the right to the left, the needle, look, goes over this or this another needle. With the yarn that is in the front, we involve the needle and we bring to the front. And now the needle goes back and we have the new stitch, and this goes out, the old stitch. This is the purl stitch. And we repeat now the knit stitch. To make the knit stitch, we bring the yarn to the back. And with the needle of the right, from the left to the right, the needle goes down of this another needle. So we insert, we bring the yarn in the center of the two needles and we push a little, or we pull. And this is the new stitch. Thank you for give one like to my video. Welcome to my channel. I am Maricita Colors in English. I show you in a live chat the rib stitch, punto elástico en español. This is the new stitch, and this, the old stitch, go out. Yarn on the front and we make the purl stitch. Yarn on the back and we make the knit stitch. So now we see the canot. Oh, hello, Carlita. Thank you for being here in my chat live. Thank you very much, my darling. I showed you the rib stitch because this is the stitch that I will use in my new pattern. I will show you in some minutes. When we bring the yarn in the front, what is? The purl stitch, remember. From the right to the left, we involve the needle and we bring again the yarn to the front. And look, this is the yarn, the new yarn. So we only must back the needle and we have now the new stitch and this go out. The old stitch go out. And we repeat the knit, the purl. Back, the yarn in the back is to make the knit stitch. Yarn in the front, the purl stitch. Punto revés y punto derecho en español. Punto elástico, we say in Spanish. Needles, agujas en español. Yarn, hilo en español. And so, like this, we make the rib stitch. Look. The yarn is very nice too. For me, when the yarn of the beginning is in the right side, to me, this is the front. Look, the first row is like knots here down. And the reverse is like these lines in the first row. You can use, sure, the side that you prefer. But for me, it's more nice when the yarn of the begin is in the right side. So now I am in the, or on the reverse of the work. Work, trabajo en español. Thread, tejido en español. So we learn here in my channel, or here on my channel, to knitting, to crochet, and to Spanish, a little Spanish. Knit stitch the needle down of this another needle from the left needle. Left, izquierda. Right, derecha en español. Purl stitch the needle on the front. We involve and this needle goes back and catch the new yarn and the old stitch go out. You only must practice. This is the key to learn all the techniques. Esa es la llave para aprender todas las técnicas de tejido. I will finish the row, hilera. I will finish the row. Voy a terminar la hilera. To show you how is the front of my work. I will make maybe a sweater with this yarn. I love this yarn. I make this little pattern for to know how many stitches I need to make one pullover or maybe one vest or veste or vest. How you say in English, chaleco. Oh, danke, vielen Dank, meine liebe Carla. Ist so schön zu lesen deine Kommentar. Thank you, thank you. Gracias, gracias. Now, heute or today, I had a little time in the morning. I live in Germany, and now the time is 12:48 in the day. Look, to make the border uniform, I make always this. I pull the last stitch. Look, here you can notice when the needle is good for your thread. By example, this yarn is a little teeny and the needles are the number 4, número 4. And when you see here that is a little loose, so this means to me that the needle are too big for my thread. But this will be a sweater or pullover. So I will sew the border. So it's not so bad that is like this. But if you make one scarf, yeah, you will see that it's not so nice for one scarf, by example. With this stitch, you can make one scarf too. It's very nice to make a scarf. Normalerweise, o normalerweise ist auf Deutsch, auf German, normalmente is in Spanish. And in English, normalmente or usually, the scarves are 30 centimeters. We will see how many is 30 centimeters. No, I have not my iPad had keine Akku. I have not batteries in my iPad and I cannot calculate. I will see here if I can calculate how many centimeters are 30 inches. Thank you for your likes, to comment and share this video. Thank you. We will see if I can find. Inches is your measure, is 1 inches is 2 centimeters, 54 centimeters. So what I pass when I make 30 centimeters, 2 inches. Vamos a ver si me sale. 12 inches, ich glaube, I think, yo creo. 9 is too much. 30 inches to centimeters is different. Okay, we change here. Convert 30 inches to centimeters. No, I want the opposite. 30 inches, zum Beispiel, by example, is 76 centimeters. So 15 inches is the half, that is 35, 70, 36. Yeah, more or less. So it's less inches, I think. From inches to centimeters. Change, yeah, acá está. 30 centimeters. I need the help of my another handy. 30 centimeters is 11,8 inches. We will see how many centimeters we have here. I will show you to calculate 30 centimeters or 11. It's almost 12 inches, 30 centimeters. Because it's 30 centimeters is 11,8. So it's almost 12. So here, zum Beispiel, by example, por ejemplo, I have 18 centimeters. 18. So if I want 30, I need to make this until here. So until here, we will see how many stitches I have. So until here, you can calculate 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 35. 35 plus all the stitches. Here I have 35, 36, remember, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, 56. Here I have 56 stitches. 56 stitches. For to have the 30 centimeters, I must make this plus the 35 stitches. This will be the 30 centimeters approximately. This is the way that you must calculate with your yarn and your needles. But sure, with this yarn is a little loose here. If I make one scarf, by example, of 30 centimeters or 12 inches, I must make maybe with a needle number 3 millimeters, 3, for that is a little tight here. Here I want to show you my last scarf, knitted scarf. Look. Thank you for your likes and comment. Thank you very much, chicas. Oh, sorry. This scarf is here on my channel. I will let you this pattern on the comments, on the description box, and when I finish, this video, will appear the box with this pattern. It's very easy. Look, the yarn is beautiful with a lot of colors. Thank you for your like, chicas. Thank you very much. And look, the border. In the pattern, you will find all the steps. I used the garter stitch. Which is the garter stitch? The garter stitch punto Santa Clara or punto Bobo en español. This stitch is only the knit stitch on the front and the knit stitch on the reverse of the work. It's super easy. This is a basic scarf. If you want to begin to learn to make one scarf or to learn knitting, this is a basic stitch. It's only the knit stitch. I show you here which is the knit stitch. These are the basic stitches in knitting. The knit and the purl stitch. El punto derecho y el punto revés en español. Este es el frente, the front, frente, look, is a little English, a little similar. Frente and front is the same. Frente, because the yarn of the begin is in the right side. This is the frente, front. And the reverse, for me, is el revés, revés. So these two stitches are the basic stitches to knitting. Here on my channel, you can find this pattern. And in this pattern, I show you how to cast on, how to make the stitches on the needle, how to make the knit stitch. I show you all these, how to make this beautiful scarf. So this, I will let you this pattern on the description box. I want to show you too a little of crochet for the Leute or the people that love the crochet. It's very, it's a lot of people that love the crochet and doesn't know or don't know the knitting, and it's the opposite too. Es lo opuesto, opposite, opuesto en español. And look, here in this pattern, is here on my channel, it's ready, it's very warm, this beanie. You know, here in Germany, we begin the winter. It's not the winter, it's the autumn. otoño en español, the autumn. We begin, and it's so cold now here in Stuttgart. I live in Stuttgart in Germany. And I just yesterday this beanie hat, this slushy, and it's really very nice. Look, I made a little slushy. This means that it's a little longer. I use the double crochet in relief, and I made this double crochet like the copy of the knit stitch. By example, this is my new pattern. This will be tomorrow on my channel in Spanish. And maybe, I hope the next week I can make the translation and I will make in English. This is the new pattern. So I made these two beanie hats from the same, almost from the same long. They are for teenagers and for us, the adults. For me, it's only three sizes. And I give you these tables with the sizes in this pattern. I will let you this pattern on the description box, on the comments, and when I finish this video. I imitate the stitches like the rib stitch, the garter stitch, and the stockinette stitch. So, and this is the size for us. The size for me are three. The size for me are three. From 0 to 3 years old, from 3 years old to 3 years old, from 3 years old to 12 years old, and the teenagers, and for us, the adults. And sure, for manners or for man, is a little bigger. So here I have 50 centimeters of all the contour. So the half is 25 centimeters. And I made the same size in my knitting beanie hat. Look, the garter stitch is the same of this scarf. It's one knit stitch in the front and in the reverse, on the reverse of the work, and the stockinette stitch, punto jersey for us in Spanish, or punto derecho. Look, this is the knit stitch, and I alternate the garter, stockinette, and at the end, I made decreases, disminuciones. So on this pattern, you will learn the basic stitches. I will show you, since you make the cast on, you make the knit and purl stitch, you make the rib stitch, how I calculate the size. By example, here I have 50 centimeters altogether, the half is 25, and the rib stitch in knitting is a little elastic. So I made a little pattern and I calculate tres en español, 3 centimeters less from the size. And I calculate with the pattern, the little pattern that I made before, previous to begin my beanie hat. So this will be my new pattern, knitted pattern. In this pattern, on this pattern, I give you the tables of the size, the tables of increases, because it's crochet. But for make the decreases of my knitted pattern, I use the same technique of increases, but on the opposite. You know, the beanies in crochet, you begin from here, from the top to down. And this pattern, I begin from down to the center, to the top. So this will be my new pattern. But I will let you these two patterns when I finish this video. Let me 10 minutes, 10 minutos, and I will put the links on the comments, on the description box, and at the end of this video. Okay, my dear friends, thank you very much to support my channel, to comment, give one like. This is important for me. Now YouTube gives us the option to make little shorts. Only I have 1 minute to make, so I try to show you some stitches in crochet, some stitches in knitting, and always I will try to make one short on my channel here, Maricita Colors in English. Before I finish this, thank you for your like, thank you. Before I finish this video, I want to invite you to subscribe here on my channel, Maricita Colors in English. It's totally free. Remember, activate and deactivate the bell. Activate, deactivate, activate. Because sometimes the notifications don't come. So it's better to deactivate and activate again here on my channel. Thank you very much to all the people that write me, like Carla. Thank you, Carla. And we see us soon with this pattern and with more patterns that I will make. And the patterns that I have here on my channel that I have already. And always, every week, I try to give you the links because I know that every time is new people on my channel and a lot of people don't look all my videos. Thank you very much. Remember that you find me too on Facebook and on Instagram. In Instagram, I have 2 accounts, in Spanish and in English. I try always to write in English, but you can write me and I can tell you if I have this video already in English. Sometimes the last time a person write me because I have a sweater, a crocheted sweater, and I must do it in English. It's with granny squares. I will try to do it soon. Okay, my dear friends, write me and tell me which beanie hat you will make, and if you like the knitting or if you like the crocheted. This is shown in German. That is nice to me to know it. Thank you very much for your like, support me and write me and share this video, and we see us in my next crochet or knitting pattern, but now will be knitting pattern. Thank you very much. Muchas gracias y hasta la próxima. Or like we say, hasta la vista, my dear friends. Hasta la vista, amigos. Chao, chao.